Hello everyone, Pastor Ian, the Krabby Crafter here, and we got a really interesting project that we're going to show for you guys today. Got started a little bit late, so let me kind of bring you up to speed on where we are. We are in my mom's house, which is, we believe to be about 140 years old, built somewhere around 1880. And so we've been having issues in the bathroom. As you can see, we've already torn some of this out. But many years ago, I came in and we put in this waterproof shower wall board. Well, over time, it has worn down, and this has been pasted and covered over, and it just needs to be redone. So what we're doing now is we're tearing everything out. We're going to tear off the old wall board. We had an old covering over the window. We're going to tear that out. We're actually going to wind up covering over this whole window, make this one solid shower. But you can see what we've done here is we actually had to go in and pull out, again, the old waterproof wall board that we had on there that was over some paneling. So originally it was just several layers. They're just kind of patched up. We've pulled out all the old plumbing already, and I'm getting ready to pull this last piece loose here. We're going to have to redo some of these 2x4s. You can see they're still pretty solid, but they've lost their anchoring. So we've got to make sure this is structurally sound, and we're going to redo all this. We're going to put another piece of waterproof backing behind it, the wallboard on it. So we'll show you that as we go. Right now we're just in the process of demoing, and all we're doing, and demoing is fun, because demoing is just a matter, especially when you have an old like this, just a matter of getting under there and just a matter of pulling it off. And it's going to come right off. And as you can see, this is the old, held up pretty well by and large, good stuff. But you can see it was just put up over some old paneling, and it's held up for probably 25, 30 years since the last time this was just kind of patched up. It wasn't even completely redone. So we're going to go ahead and finish some demo, tear all the rest of this out. We're going to get it all the way down, all the way around to the studs. We're going to go back in with some insulation, some fresh backing board, and then some waterproof shower board so we can redo this shower. So we'll do a little more work, and then we'll check back in with you in just a little bit. Okay. So as you can see, this bathroom wasn't originally part of the original house. This was a room. It might have even had a hole in the floor, who knows. Probably had an outhouse, a house this old. But you can see the outer wall and the paneling and how they had to build in. Did use insulation, so you can see, fairly recent, like I said, 25, 30 years ago, I think, maybe a little longer than that. And so we're going to have to replace all this. We're going to check all the wood, make sure that everything is up to code, make sure that the wood's not rotten. We'll patch all this. We're going to pull again all this old board off that was never pulled off originally and just put over. We're going to redo the whole thing. We're bringing it down to the studs, make sure she's structurally sound, put in our insulation and our backing board. So this kind of gives you an idea of what at one time the outside of the house looked like. This was like a little alcove, and they just sort of built into it. Not really sure, don't have those old blueprints, but again, good, strong, solid house. They don't make them like they used to. So we're going to keep working, and we'll be back with you guys. So once again, no idea what this was, how they added onto the back of the house, but you can see again this paneling, which was actually at one time on the inside of the house. This was wall paneling, and they cut out, put in a window. They did something. They turned this room into something. My glasses will unfog in a minute. They turned this room into something, and then eventually turned it into a bathroom. So again, 140 year old house, and solid wood. Trying to pull some of this paneling off, still attached, having to rip, having to tear. It's glued in, it's nailed in. The wood is still strong and solid. This wood that's over 100 years old. And these houses, it's just incredible when you have a good, well-made house. Some of these nails that I've found in here, that they were handmade, hand-forged nails, and just all the different things that you can find when you're working on a house like this. So again, we're making a little progress. Eventually this will all be pulled out. We'll have the insulation in there, we'll have the new wallboard up, and we'll have a nice new shower. But we're getting there. So just wanted to show you that beautiful piece of history right there. Okay, so the tear out is complete. We got down to the wood backing on this wall, so this is good. This is ready for wall. We're going to clean this up. We're going to hit it with some sandpaper, clean it up. We're going to glue the shower board onto that. You see the wood that we have here, just going to do that as well. We're going to glue right over that. This insulation, we'll pull all the old insulation out. Got some down there. All this insulation will come out. We'll take out all this old insulation. We'll put in new insulation, fill it in up there. And then we're going to put insulation in back here. All these 2x4s, all this is coming out. It's all rotten, so we're going to reconnect to the house. We're going to run our braces and our joists and go up under the house. We're going to redo all this, rerun the plumbing. Now, this is from a mom who is 83 years old, and so we had a shower head, and it was awkward, and this old shower, we're going to keep the tub, we're going to clean it up. It looks horrible now. We're going to clean it up. It'll look a lot better once we're done. And so what we're going to do is we're actually going to put just a bottom shower control unit to the hot and cold. It's going to be low here, and then we're going to have the shower head, but I'm not going to run it all the way. I may or may not run it all the way up, but we're going to have one of those that she can pull down and actually hook it low as well. So you can use it high or low if you wanted to, somebody wanted to stand up and take a shower, they could. But we're going to definitely have it where she can hook it down here. She's going to get in to the shower. She's going to sit in a chair. She'll be able to take a shower and do that. So all this is going to be replaced. So this is where we are. The tear out's actually done. Just looks horrible because we still got to clean up and get rid of some junk and do some sweeping and some vacuuming. And then we're going to come back in a couple of days with the supplies that we need. And we're gonna go to work, and hopefully in a day we can knock this out. So once again, it's Pastor Ian, the Krabby Crafter. See you in just a little bit. Okay, welcome back, folks. Here's where we are. We have went back and we have strengthened the existing joists with some fresh 2x4s. Treated lumber. We use treated 2x4s because even though this is an inner wall, that's the outer wall of the house, and there's a big crawl space under here, a lot of room for moisture and air and changing many different things. So I wanted to make sure that these would last. So we have screwed everything into place nice and snug, got everything reinforced where it needs to be. You can see here we have our 1/2-inch lines coming up from under the house, CPVC. And we're getting ready to mount our universal mount, which is going to go right on that 2x4. And then we'll cut all this to fit, put our elbows in, and we'll do all that as well. Now, this particular mount is a Delta universal mount. And if you go online, Delta has some amazing videos on how to use their product. So I'm not going to go and explain to you how to do all this and to measure it and how to make it fit. They have videos that will show you that. Go watch one of their videos. They do a lot better job than I could do. But once we get this mounted on here, then we're going to connect our pipes, and then we can start putting our walls back on. We did want to mention one thing for you though. This particular unit does not have a third or fourth unit coming down for a tub spout. We're not using a tub. We're not going to be taking a bath in here. The only thing we're concerned about is our hot and cold water lines coming in here, and then this is the shower line, which is going to come up. And we're not bringing it all the way up like a normal shower. We're actually going to bring it up a little less and have it mounted right here. Because as I said before, this is for my mom. She's 83 years old. She's going to sit in a shower chair, and she's going to be able to grab that. She's going to be able to shower, hang it right back there. Everything's going to be right here within reach. Everything has been secured. We've reinforced the braces where it needed to be. And the simple fact is this, guys, whenever you're doing work on a house like this, if you're doing minor modeling repair, no problem. But if you're doing anything extensive, you're going to want to make sure you stay up to code. You're going to make sure you do it all legally. What we're doing here is so minor as far as the repairs and just fixing things that we didn't need to do all that. But here's the thing, I'm not getting in a tub. I'm not going to ask my mom to get in a tub and take a shower that I wouldn't get into a tub and take a shower in. If I didn't think it was safe for me, if I didn't think it was safe for her, we wouldn't be doing this. So that's where we are right now. We're going to go ahead and finish everything up. And once we're done, we'll show you the finished product. Then we'll start putting up the wood underlayment that will go over the studs in the back of the wall here. And then we're going to put up our shower board, our plastic shower panels, so that we can make sure that everything is waterproof when she takes her shower. So we're going to get some more things done, then we'll be back. Okay, so this is where we are so far. We showed you before all the stuff behind there. We fixed all that. We put our wood on the studs to make a backing for our plastic shower board. And this is what we've got in so far. Just kind of want to show you. We got the water on. Everything's working. We've actually got the water turned off outside right now, so I won't show you that. We took this off so this wouldn't be in the way. So everything's coming together. All we need to do now is finish putting on the plastic shower board. We'll put some more wood in over here just to smooth it out. Then we'll put the plastic over this and we'll fix in around the window, put in some trim, put some corner trim in here, some trim down the middle, all around the base, make sure everything is caulked and sealed, and just keep plugging away at it when we have the time, and hopefully we'll be able to have a shower ready to go before long. So maybe the next time we see you, we'll be showing you the finished product, if we can ever get this thing done. Until next time. All right, so we're coming along nicely. Wanted to give you an update before we finish this out because we're almost done. So you can see over here, I'll pull the shower curtain out of the way. We've got the fixtures in for Nana. We've adjusted the heat on that, so all that's good. Went ahead and put this corner trim in. We've got that piece already installed. Now, if you look, you'll notice the rest of the tub looks a little patchy. We got all our, we had to put our plastic in and everything. Nice plastic board, thin plastic, waterproof board. So we're good to go here. Got to put trim around the window, so we'll do that, and we'll clean up the window. And then what we're going to do today, though, is we're just going to go ahead and put the rest of these little pieces of trim, cover all this in. I'm going to leave room to come back later and do the window because we didn't bring that trim today. Well, we'll get all the trim put in today, but I wanted to show you this. If you ever wondered about caulk, now let me grab something. If you ever wondered about caulk, just regular caulk, okay, there's several different things you can use. Now, what we're using today is the Power Grab Tub Surround, because this is an adhesive as well as a caulk. But we've actually got some caulk we're going to use. We're going to save our adhesive for actual adhesive purposes, but you can caulk and use this for adhesive, because when this stuff dries, it's secure. That's what we just used to put this piece on right here. That's just been put on, and I could probably pull it off the wall right now if I tried, but I'm not going to. But when later on, if I come back tomorrow, that's not coming off unless I really, really pull that off, okay? And you'd have to use a pry bar to get that off. This stuff works amazing. But I wanted to show you this. This is the caulk that I put in 30, 40 years ago when I last redid the bathroom for Nana and did a much better job than we're doing today. This caulk, you can grab that. That caulk is not peeling off. So we've got to clean this up before we put the new caulk and trim around the base here. So to get all this caulk off, we're actually going to have to grab our handy little razor knife. We're going to have to do a little work here, and then we're going to clean this up. But if you've ever wondered about how durable caulk is, it's like when it dries, you can see it's like rubber. So don't take for granted and this is the adhesive, because this is what we used on this. This is what we're going to use to put the trim on. This is just good old-fashioned double adhesive caulk. Works as caulk, it works as an adhesive, and as you can see, the only way to get this stuff off is you got to come in with a razor knife, and when you do, and again, this is from years ago. Look at that. So it's an amazing product. So never underestimate the power of caulk. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the way, get this caulk off, clean it up. I'm going to put the rest of the trim in. Everything will be done today except for the window. We'll hopefully get that done, come back and show you that on the next part of the video. But that's where we are today. So it's coming along nice. Again, once again, just know that this is a project that you can do. Just takes a little time, a little effort, not too hard. Really, it isn't. Just get the right materials and you'll be fine. So we'll be back in just a little bit to show you what it looks like when we're done with all the trim. All right, well, caulking is done and trim is up. We're done, pretty much. We gotta clean, but we gotta let the caulk dry. We gotta come back clean. The window needs a fresh coat of paint. We'll get to that later. But for now, let me show you what a finished bathroom looks like. You can see the tub here. Nice old porcelain tub. Still needs to be scrubbed down. Got some places where we're gonna have to sand and use some porcelain paint to fix it up, but perfectly good for a shower now. We got all our trim in place, got everything caulked, got it nice and waterproofed. So we got our little strips over where all of our seams were. We put our trim around the window. We got to go back and cover up these nails. Made a few mistakes, didn't get it on video. We'll get that next time, don't worry. There'll be plenty of mistakes on these videos. And I think we're going to rename this the Redneckers Home Renovation Project. My wife came up with a great nickname. We're gonna have a new YouTube channel. We're gonna call it That's Good Enough, and that's good enough right there. So you can see where we had to patch that up. Now you can do that. Why you can do that? Because you're not a professional. You're just fixing up your house. Doesn't matter, right? It's your house. That looks good to you, and you're good with it. Looks good to me. So I'm gonna leave it where it is. Why? Because the waterproof's good. My mom can take a shower, and that's all that matters. We got the water here. We went in, we adjusted, we turned that bad boy on. Woo, look at that, we got some water flowing in the shower. Woo, there we go, we're looking good there. And we hooked that right back up there just like that. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you refinish a bathroom. Only took about 7 weeks, coming down every Saturday, working about 8 hours a day, about, I don't know how many hours. I don't know how long it took. If you got the money, just pay somebody to do this, I swear. But if you have to do it yourself, you can do it. So there you go. Pastor Ian, the Krabby Crafter, as always saying, happy Krabby Crafting. And until next time, God bless.